Whew. All right, what's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? How we doing? We got another Watch With Nordic live stream here between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators, coming off of an absolutely insane one in Minnesota. Let's get ready for our third one here today. Face-off, won by Ottawa, down low in their own zone. This is Game 4. Toronto with a 3-0 series lead in this one. Ottawa with the early 1-0 lead. Giroux, a shot save. Rebound in front. Saved by Stolarz again. Picked up then by Max Pacioretty. Pacioretty on the rush. Sends a feed over to Domi. It goes in on Ullmark. And he'll cover that one up. After Ullmark kind of just fell on himself there. All right, let me pull up. I just gotta set everything up for the stream real quick, and then I'll get to actually commentating. I don't even care how this one does. That last one was fucking insane. All right, Toronto clears it into the zone on the right side. Zub picking that puck up in the corner. Slides it around then for Sanderson. Sanderson through center ice. What's up, Bon? How we doing? On the right side, Ridley Gregg now with the puck. Drops it back then for Sanderson. Stolen back then by the Leafs. Dumped into the zone by Brandon Carlo. What's up, Austin? Welcome back, fellas. Got to get everything situated here real quick. Let's go, Leafs. Oh, boy. Here we go. All right, let me make sure all the shots and stuff are up to date. Yarncroke shoots it off of Ullmark. Down low now. It's picked up by Shabbat. Shots are 6-5 in favor of the Maple Leafs here, but it's 1-0 Sens with 7:08 left here in the first period. Picked up down low. Lawton throws it around behind the net. Over then, pass through the zone is Cousins trying to break that one through. Here's Gaudette. Gaudette through center ice. Now down low. Hits McCabe. And they'll battle for it here down low. On the right side, Perron trying to break it free. Gaudette in front for Perron. Perron to the point. Jensen waits. Fires it. And it goes wide. In the crease! Is it in? No, it did not go through. It was damn near on the line, but no, it did not go through. Oh my goodness, that puck was like on the goal line. In the Toronto zone. Oh my lord. We're going to need a replay on that, please. Oh, it stays right in the crease. It doesn't go in, not even close. Well, I guess it was close. Oh, Stolarz with the sprawling stick save. Need more pizza reviews? I can't do that crap. The one I did with the Royals was so bad. Oh, that was terrible. It was like I gave it an 8, bro. Oh, my goodness. All right. And we're getting a penalty, a 2-minute minor here against Ottawa. And Perron getting a roughing call. They'll look at that. Are they looking at if it crossed the line? Really? Yes, it was only an honest 6, but it was just a joke. That pizza review was like just a joke, to be honest with you. Oh, and he knocks down Yarncrook. Yeah, Toronto kept that out of the net. That wasn't a goal. That was pretty cool, though. All right. 6:34 left here in this first period. Toronto Maple Leafs power play coming up. Tavares down low. Marner battling with the puck. Power play here for the Leafs. Tavares down low for Marner. Marner holds it and waits. Looks to Nylander. Nylander on the right side. Up to the point. Marner to Nylander. Nylander shoots it. Saved by Ullmark. Ripped back down low. Tavares then for Nyes. Stolen back then down low by Pinto. Back for Nylander trying to battle for it here. Puck breaks free. Giroux sends Pinto. Shane Pinto. 1-0. He's in. He scores. Shane Pinto. 2-0 Sens. Short-handed goal. And Ottawa, with 2 goals on 6 shots, are ahead by 2 early in the first. Oh, what a play. Huge save by Ullmark. Puck goes down low on the right side. Pinto breaks it free past Matthews. He runs in there and tucks that one in. And it's 2-0 Senators off of that. 5:49 left here in the first period. Toronto down 2-0 in a possible win an advance game. Morgan Riley gives it over then for Max Domi. Domi through the zone to McMahon. On the right side down low, Domi trying to get it up to the point. Battling forward here now. Puck finally does come free. It's passed up to the point. Toronto is still on the power play here. Back on the right side. 5:10 left here in the first. At the point. Riley holds it. Can't keep it in the zone. Here's Pinto. Coming back again. Shane Pinto poke checked away. Toronto gets it back. Morgan Riley through the zone. Back to Pacioretty. Pacioretty up in the zone. Sens get it back. 2-1 the other way. Gaudette gets tied up by Matthews and loses the puck. And it ends up being an offside anyway against Ottawa. Whew. Shane Pinto with the goal to make it 2-0 Sens. That's Shane Career's first career post-season goal. Face-off coming now outside of the Toronto end. It's won by the Leafs. Played back then to Tanev. He'll regroup as the power play runs down. Forgot to change this. I'm sorry. Tanev. Chipped away then by Sanderson. Played on the right side. We're back to even strength here now. About 4 minutes to go in the first period. Pass to the neutral zone. Dumped down and into the Toronto end. Back then for Cousins. For Brady Tkachuk. 3-on-2 the other way. Into the zone. Stolen back then by the Leafs. They'll clear it out. And Ottawa's right there. They look hot through this frame. It's 2-0 Sens. Lawton shoots it into the zone and a save by Ullmark with the glove. And Shane Pinto with the goal to make it 2-0 Ottawa here late in the first period. We'll go to commercial break. Forgot to change that. Oh, man. Tired. So that stream we just did was our best stream analytically ever. That's freaking unreal. I still can't believe it. Whew. I got a lot of commentary clips that I got to make during this first intermission. A lot of them. But what a freaking sequence that last stream was. That stream, in terms of all-time live streams, not in Watch With Nordic. That Watch With Nordic one is number one. In terms of all-time streams, that stream is fourth. All-time in views. That is insane. Oh, it's wild. And I still got two. I got this stream, and then I got another stream after that. Sends with the puck at center ice. Puck breaks free here now. It's Ekman Larson to Benoit. Benoit with the overtime goal and game free. My nerves? I'm more worried about my voice. I don't know how my voice is still like actually normal. Here's Cousins into the zone. Dekes through and loses the puck to Benoit. He'll throw it up to the point. Shabbat to Jensen. Back to Shabbat. Shabbat shoots it, and it goes wide. Jensen throws it down low to Cousins. Held up against the boards then by Benoit. Down low now in the corner. It's tipped up and goes up and out of play. 2-0 Sens. Shots are 8-6 in favor of Toronto, however. Face off now. Lawton versus Gaudette. It's won by Ottawa at the point. Clevin to Madenpalo. Holds it. He banks it off the boards now down low. Gaudette fighting here with Carlo. Back in the corner. It slides all the way up and out of the zone. Sens will regroup. Clevin taking it now through center ice. In the neutral zone. Gets it up then for Perron. David Perron shoots it and a save by Stolars. Sens are seeking their first playoff win since Game 6 of the 2017 Conference Finals. Yes, remember to hit the like button. I always forget to say that. The like button actually it brings more views to the stream, which I always forget to say and do. Face-off coming here now. It's won by the Sens. A shot there goes wide. Matthews takes it behind the no point then to McCabe. McCabe up over for Tanev. Tanev sends it through the zone to Matthews. Matthews moves it in to the right side. Gets hit down low there by Pinto. To the point, McCabe a shot. And it goes wide. Amadio on the right side. Sanderson now throws it behind the net then to Zub. Zub through the neutral zone. And an icing now against the Maple Leafs. Against the Senators. With 2:12 left in the first period. Thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Shots are 8 apiece here. Domi loses the draw to Stutzel. Thrown around then to the right side. Greg Trying to pick it up through center ice. Back down low and into the send zone. It'll be an icing against Ottawa. Or I'm sorry, Toronto. It's for Ottawa. We got one more game tonight on the live stream, Doc. We got Avalanche and Stars, and then we have 3 tomorrow. I won't be streaming those, but you do have 3 playoff games tomorrow. Face-off down low behind the net. Stützle moving the puck to the point. Clevin shoots it, blocked. Stützle now throws it down low. Zetterlund will fire that one wide. At the point, Clevin a shot. Rebound in front. Zetterlund! What a save by Stolars! Battling in the crease. Puck comes out. On the right side, Monempalo circles it back around. Up at the point, Zetterlund. To Clevin. To Zetterlund. To Monempalo, a shot. And it goes wide and into the corner. Battling now on the right side. Puck is picked up then by the Leafs. Pacioretty through the zone. Picked up on the right side. Stützle battling here with McMahon. Picked up then by McCabe. McCabe. Down the right side, clears it down low. Tavares battling forward here now. Up at the point, Tavares holds it to McCabe on the right side. Fires it just wide of the net. At the point, Nylander winds up, shoots and scores! Tipped in front, John Tavares. And Toronto is on the board. It's 2-1. In the last minute of play in the first period, and the Toronto fans there in Toronto start cheering. It's 2-1. As the Leafs cut it in half. John Tavares with the goal to get Toronto on the board. That is absolutely huge. Toronto picks up the puck to the neutral zone. Marner clears it in. Sanderson winds that one around. 40 seconds left. Pinto trying to backhand it up and out. Gregg just throws it down low to the neutral zone. Picked up then by the Leafs. McCabe will regroup. McCabe. Neutral zone now. Sens trying to backhand it down the other way. Nice. With the puck. 18 seconds left in the first period. Played over then by Domi. Gives it back then for Benoit. For Carlo. A pass up, intercepted. Tkachuk deeps around. Tries passing it over. It's intercepted. And that'll pretty much do it here for the first period. Shots are 9-9. Tkachuk bitching down Benoit there at the final frame. Some pushing and shoving here now from these guys who love to start stuff. And 20 minutes in, it's 2-1 in favor of the Sens. That being said, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. And we'll be back for the start of the second period momentarily. All right, let me pull up the clock. I am going to go use the bathroom. Then I'm going to make clips. Then I'm going to eat food. Because I'm hungry. All right. I'll be right back, folks. Okay. Oof. All right. Where do we want to start? Oh, man. Need some food in my system. It's too dirty. I got my pretzels. Leafs are 1-11 in potential series clinching games. Oh my god. Would Leafs have a chance against Florida now that Berube system matches up better in the playoffs? For sure. I mean, to be honest, I think like they look like a completely different team than they have in previous years. So yes, that really is a major possibility. I think they could beat Florida in some instances, but I'm not sure. All right. feel like I'm about to sneeze. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Need to eat dinner. My nose is starting to run. Circles back around, down low now for Erickson Ek. He still am blown away. That's insane. Middleton at the point. Middleton waits. Hill, rebound, wrap around, he scores! Rebound, wrap around, he scores! Wrap around, he scores! Hill, rebound, wrap around, he scores! Tie game! That minute! Jared Spurgeon, we're tied again! Holy crap, absolute cinema! Oh, it broke the freaking audio in the stream. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen that before. All right, got about 30 seconds here till the start of the second period. Little first period recap. Goals came from Tim Stutzel, Shane Pinto, and John Tavares here as we head into the start of the middle frame. Just want to remind you guys, this is the third of 4 streams tonight. We got our last one later tonight between the Colorado Avalanche and the Dallas Stars. So the grind does not stop here on the channel, as I have to delete stuff off my phone. I have no more iPhone storage, which is just wonderful. All right, here we go. Start of the second period, as my light just went out. Oops, it just got unplugged. Let me fix that real quick. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Start of the second period, as my light. All right. First period goal scorers: Tim Stützle, Shane Pinto, and John Tavares, as we get ready for the start of the second period live here from Toronto. Face-off won by the Sens. It's 4-on-4 because of the penalties at the end. Sanderson to Zub. Through the zone, it's cleared down low, and an icing here against the Senators. A minute 44 left here on the 4-on-4. Face-off in the Ottawa zone. Won by Zub. Behind the net now to Sanderson. Sanderson taking it down the other way. Cousins with it there as well. Amadio throws it back down low. Not Cousins, he's in the box. Battling on the right side. Toronto plays it up. Into the zone. Tavares, a shot, goes up in the air and behind the net. On the right side, thrown up to the point then by the Leafs. Tanev loses control of the puck, has to come out here and regroup. Back on the right side. Matthews drops it back. Nylander, a shot. Glove save by Ullmark. Shots are 10-10 apiece. Showing off Claude Giroux. He was a part of that team when Philadelphia defeated Boston in the 2010 Eastern Conference semifinal. They trailed 3-0 in that series. He had 4 points in the 4 wins that Philadelphia had. We love a Flyers reference as a Flyers fan, and nothing relating to the Flyers game. I mean, we do have Toronto's 2027 first-round pick and Nikita Grbankin, and they have Scott Laughton, so I guess there is something to relate to that. Puck now down low in the corner. Jensen battling in front. Robertson to the point. Tanev, a shot. Saved by Ullmark. Played back to the right side. Sens pick it up. Jensen throws it back behind the net. Shabbat will wait. Stützle through the zone. Takes it in. Down the left side. Behind the net. Still has control and throws it around down low. McCabe banks the puck off the boards through the neutral zone. Stolen back then by the Senators. Shabbat down the other way to Stu. Stützle through the zone. Moves it in. Circles around. Looks for options to the point. Zub holds for Shabbat. Shabbat waits. Stützle carries it in. Gets tripped. And they won't blow that dead full strength. Here now back to 5v5. Marner drops it back then for Morgan Riley. Riley gives it back for Ekman-Larsson now behind the net. Oliver Ekman-Larsson with control. Pass up to Lawrence. Dumped into the zone then by Robertson. Down low, Sanderson battling for it now with Lawton as well. Sanderson breaks it free. It's back to Lawrence now on the right side. Up at the point, Yarn Crook hit by Lawrence. What a play there from Drake Batherson to hit Steve Lawrence. Sanderson trying to poke check it ahead. A shot saved by Olmark off the right feed. Up at the point, Carlo sends it down low to Robertson. Robertson feeds it to Lawrence. Back then for McCabe on the right side. Down low, Zub. We'll pick it up now behind the net. Played through the neutral zone and cleared back for Ottawa into their own zone. Cleared down into the Sens end. Domi racing for it, but Olmark gets there first. Battling here on the right side. Toronto picks it up in their own zone. Stolen back then by Zetterlund. Zetterlund now behind the net. Tries throwing it up to the point. Zetterlund, backhand save, rebound. Gaudetta shot, and it goes just wide of the net. Down low now. Toronto with it. Kept in by Zetterlund. Fires it just wide of the net. Tanev here on the right side. Picked up then by Tyler Clevin. Clevin will shoot it off the boards and into the neutral zone. Tanev. A pass up to McMahon. McMahon into the zone. Then he has Pacioretty with him. Battling down low in the corner. Clevin ties him up. Battling on the right side. 16 minutes left here in the second period. Pass around the right side. Up in the zone now. Down low. Zetterlund in the corner. Battling with the puck. To the point, a shot. And a broken stick there from, I think that was Simone Benoit, I'm pretty sure. And he does get a stick back. Through the zone. Tavares gets tied up by multiple Senators. Clevin steals it back. And a penalty coming up here against Toronto. Down low now. It's played behind the net then by Cousins. They'll try and run down the clock here a little bit. And get the Sens' best unit out there. Stützle. Through the zone. Moves it in. Pass over then to Tkachuk, who tries sending it into the zone. And the Leafs touch it. And we'll get an Ottawa Senators power play coming up. It'll be on Tavares for, I think, a hold. Or an interference. I'm not entirely too sure. And the Senators will go to their second power play of the game. Tavares to the box for tripping. Battling now down low. Stützle throws it up to the point. Sanderson holds it back. Stützle down low then. Batherson back to Stu. Up to the point. Sanderson over. Cousins drops it back. Sanderson waits to Stu. Can't control it. He'll throw it back down low behind the net. Tkachuk with it in front. And I thought Batherson got that, but he did not. Kept in the zone, though. Cousins will backhand that one down low. Batherson throws it in front, and that one's deflected down low. Batherson now battling with the puck to Stu. Stützle on the right side. Looks for options. Holds the puck. Down low. Batherson up to the point. Stolen back then by Marner. He gets it out. What an effort from Mitch Marner to get that puck out. Stützle. Up then Batherson. Over. Cousins in front. And deflected away by the Leafs. Sens are cooking. Sanderson to Cousins. Cousins down low. Up to the point then. Sanderson with it. Back for Cousins. Tries throwing it up to the point. Marner intercepts. Banks it off the boards. And Sens will pick it up there in their own end. And we got a whistle and a penalty against the Ottawa Senators. Oh my goodness. And it's going to be on Sanderson for interference. So we'll get 4-on-4, followed by a Toronto power play for a little bit. All right. 4-on-4 here. Coming up. 41 seconds of it, then a minute 20 long Toronto power play. It'll be Robertson versus Pinto. And they'll throw Pinto out, so Robertson versus Zetterlund. Face off. Won by Ottawa. Here they come the other way. Jensen picks it up for Pinto. Shane Pinto now down low. Throws it up to the point. Ottawa can't keep it in. They'll have to come out and regroup. Zetterlund now down low. We'll hold it and look for options. Up and over then Shabbat through the zone. Shabbat in front. Kachuk! And saved by Stolars. Back up at the point. Zetterlund will throw it back then for Shabbat. Back to Kachuk. They'll regroup. Jensen holds that puck. That'll do it for the 4-on-4. We'll get a Toronto power play here for a little bit. Sanderson feeds it up. They'll try and run the clock down here a little bit on the power play. Cousins will dump that one down low and race for it. Back on the right side. Toronto picks it up. Tavares drops it back. Maple Leafs were 1 for 21 in the last 2 postseasons. They were 5 for 10 in this series. Their 50% success rate. Here's Nylander down the right side into the zone. Tavares waits. Takes it now in front. Intercepted. Rebound. It's loose. And Olmark makes the save. .12:34 left here in the second period. Shots are 11-10 in favor of Toronto. Or 11-11. My apologies. Some good chances here so far for the Leafs already in this power play. Face off. Marner shoots it. Goes wide. Tavares now down low. Battling here now. Matthews kicks that one out of the zone. On the right side, Nylander will pick it up for Toronto with 20 seconds left on the power play. Matthews through the zone. They'll move it in. Matthews drops it back. Nylander shoots it. Blocked in front. Ottawa picks it up shorthanded. Giroux now battling with Nylander on the right side. Picked up then by Pinto. Behind the net. And that'll do it for the Toronto power play. Good kill by the Sens. Stolars now down low in their own zone. Ekman-Larsson behind their own net. Feeds the puck up to Benoit. Banked off the zone. Domi to Benoit. Shoots it. Fans on the puck. I think Clevin got a piece on that. Down low. Cousins. Backhands that one through the zone. Back to Perron. Perron over to Clevin. Clevin gains the blue line. Dumps it in. Down low here now. Cousins lost his glove. He'll try playing it up in front. And kept in the zone. Clevin on the right side. Holds it. Shoots it. And that one goes just wide. Another shot. And a glove saved by Stolars. And Cousins will get his glove back. So some chances for both sides. Some power plays denied. It's 2-1 Ottawa. A little bit over 11 minutes left. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. I am one tired man. Whew. As I'm going to try and make clips between the whistles. Capri's off, sir. Freeze off, circles back around, down low now for Erickson Ek. I still am blown away. It's really weird, it's cutting out. I still am blown away. That's insane. Middleton, at the point. Middleton, wait. Middleton. Middleton. Middleton, wait. Hill, rebound. Point. Middleton, wait. At the point. Middleton, wait. At the point. Middleton, wait. Hill, rebound, wrap around, he scores! Tie game! That minute! Jared Spurgeon, we're tied again! Holy crap, absolute cinema! Oh my God! All right. Shabbat in the Ottawa zone. Gives it back over then for Giroux. Giroux on the right side. Intercepted by the Leafs. Lorentz down low. In front lawn. And denied there. Giroux gives it up for Stu. On the right side. Cleared to center ice and dumped down the other way. All right. Back down here now. It slides in on the Ottawa end. Omark will play the puck. Sanderson gets it here now. Back over then for Jensen to Stu. Stutzla through the zone. Moves it in. Circles around. Sanderson a shot. And it goes wide. Down low now. Sanderson a slap shot. And that one also goes wide. Down low now. It's played around behind the net. Battling here is Zetterlund. Waiting for options. Ekman Larson throws it around back for Marner. To OEL on the right side. Kept in the zone. Zub. Down low. Up to the point. Sanderson. To Zub. A shot blocked in front. Greg with it. Will kick it up. And here come the Leafs. Nyes plays the puck forward. He's in! He scores! Matthew Nyes! Incredible! And we're tied at 2. Matthew Nyes on the breakaway, hits bar and in, and we're tied at 2. Oh my goodness, incredible. All right, well, that being said, fellas, we're tied at 2 apiece. And suddenly, Game 4 of this series just got interesting. Face-off won by Toronto. Tavares throws it in front for Holmberg. He can't get to it in time. Now down low in the corner. Nylander up to the point. Tavares stolen back then by the Sens on the right side. Pass in front then, Cousins. Throws it in front and Tkachuk can't finish it. Giroux on the left end, feeds it down low. Puck goes up in the air. And cleared out. Shabbat dumps it back in. Down low now, it's Tanev. Picked up then by Perron. Perron in the corner. Stolen back then by Tanev. Here come the Leafs. Clevin picks it up for Ottawa. Dumps it down the other way. Stolars down low. Halfway through the second period. It's 2-2. Tavares clears it into the zone. Puck goes up in the air and just down and into the Sens end. Amadio battling for it down low. Clevin fighting with OEL. Around the right side. Montemalo trying to play the puck. Down low. Cousins will backhand that one around. Around the right side here, Domi picks it up, sends it in front, and Toronto can't keep that one in the zone. It'll slide out then for Stolars, who gives it over for Domi, who will chip it into the zone. Down low now is Sanderson with it. To Gaudette. Through the zone now, it's Montempalo. Chipped in. On the right side, Carlo will send it around behind the net. Domi now tries to send it in front. Puck goes up and all the way out of the zone. And regrouping now is Pinto. Shane Pinto. Through the zone. Deeks around and through. Waits for options now. Will skate it back behind the net. Battling with Morgan Riley. And picked up by the Leafs at center ice. Nice. To Carlo. On the right side now, down low. Cleared through the neutral zone. Nyes will circle around here. Marner shoots it. Saved by Olmark. Here's Ridley Gregg now on the left side. Matthews throws it up to the point. Marner intercepted. Ottawa chips it out. Racing forward is Amadio with Benoit. And an icing anyways against the Sens. Oof. I don't have a favorite in this one. Who you're rooting for? I just want to see the series go longer, so I'm honestly pulling for the Sens. I also had Leafs in 7, so that's actually looking decent for me right now. Leafs will regroup in their own zone. Tanev to Holmberg. Through the zone now to Nylander. Nylander shoots it. Blocked in front. Cousins takes it on the right side. Feeds a puck through the neutral zone to Giroux. Giroux sends a pass up. Tanev will take it back and regroup. Down low now, McCabe. Clears it out of the zone. On the right side, Tavares dumps it in down low. 6:40 left here in this second period. Jensen feeds the puck through the neutral zone. Battling here now is center ice. Picked up by the Leafs on the right side. Riley. Through and through. Dumped into the zone now by Toronto. Shots are 16-11 in favor of the Leafs. It's been all Maple Leafs here so far through this last couple of minutes. Here's Stützle into the zone. Stützle in front and it deflects wide. Stützle to the point. Montempalo to Shabbat. Shoots it. Glove saved by Stolars. 6:08 to go. Who do I think is winning between Blues and Jets? I'm pulling for Jets, to be completely honest with you. But I wouldn't be shocked. Like, the Blues looked pretty good in Game 3. If they can kind of replicate that even a little bit, I wouldn't be shocked if they take that series. Or at least tie the series. I'll say that. Rebound. Wrap around. He scores! Tie game! That minute. Jared Spurgeon. We're tied again. Holy crap. Absolute cinema. Oh my God. All right. Back here in the Canadian Tire Center. At the point. Middleton waits. 6:07 left in the second period. Down low in the zone in the Toronto end. Ottawa gets it up to the point. Sanderson fires it, and it goes wide. Nyes picking it up here on the right side. Tries chipping it through. Down low now is Gregg. Back for Nyes. He'll clear it through the neutral zone. Over then for Sanderson. Sanderson plays it up and dumps it in. Back now down low as they battle forward here. Puck in the Ottawa zone. Sanderson will move it in to Gregg. Gregg shoots it just wide of the net. Picked up down low then by Tanev. Over then McCabe. Gives it to Nylander. William Nylander into the zone. Holds it. Waits. Pass up. McCabe. Backhand save by Ullmark. Nylander. Around up to the point. Ekman Larson keeps it in. Thrown back down low, Nylander. Back then in front, Holmberg shoots that one just wide. Domi gives it back for Nylander. Nylander shoots it and clear back down low. Domi gives it up to the point. Nylander will fire it around behind the net. Jensen over down low then. It's Shabbat that throws that puck around. And all the way out into the Maple Leafs end. McCabe through the zone now. It's dumped down low. Ullmark back for Shabbat. He puts it through his legs. Over then for Perron. Picked up then through the zone. Here's Montemalo. He's got Batherson with him. Montemalo in front for Batherson. And poke checked away by Stolars. Back now on the right side. Down low. Perron. Trying to get it through, up through the zone. Here's McMahon. Bobby McMahon racing for it now in the zone. Down low now, Montemalo ties him up. Played on the right side, Giroux. Cousins to Batherson, who will dump it in down low. Racing for it now is Morgan Riley. 3.5 minutes left to go here in this second period. Puck is cleared up and out of play in the Toronto zone. Shots are 17-11. We'll go to commercial break here. It's 2-2. Sens without a shot here for a little bit. Oh. Thank you all for tuning in. I know it's a little bit of a small crowd here. Missed second goal. Did I watch Blues Jets game 3? I did. I liked how the Blues played. I'm not worried if I'm the Jets though. I think you can still win the series. It's not really to be worried about at all. Let's go Leafs. Welcome back, Attack Helicopter. As I continue to make my clips from the Minnesota Vegas game and the Toronto Ottawa game so far. I'm like so delayed. Middleton wait. Hill, rebound, wrap around, he scores! Tie game! Oh my goodness. Face off now coming in the Toronto zone. 3:41 left here in this second period. Toronto leads 3-0. If they win, they move on to the second round for only the second time since 2004. Dumped into the zone. Sanderson trying to bat it around the right side. Picked up down low. Nylander battling for it. Sanderson fighting with Yarncrook. Puck finally breaks free on the right side. Down low, Sanderson feeds it up to Stützle. Stützle gets it through the ice. Over then for McCabe now down low. Battling on the right side. The last 11 games for Anthony Stolar is 11-0-0. A 1.53 and a .949. Clevin down the other way. Dekes it into the zone. Waits. Fires it. Blocked then by Tanev. Thrown back down low up to the point. Jensen tries banking it off the boards, and puck goes down and into the Toronto end. 2.5 minutes left. Puck is directed into the Ottawa zone just wide of Ullmark, and it'll be an icing against the Leafs. Face-off coming here now. It's Lawton versus Pinto. Won by the Leafs. Here comes Matthew Knies. Knies down the right side. Chips it through. He'll take it back down low, battling with Sanderson. Marner to the point. Riley shoots it just wide. Played on the left side. Regrouping now. Riley will dump it into the zone. Down low, Ridley Gregg with the puck. Through the zone, will tip it in. Riley now in the corner. In the Maple Leaf end, battling down low, Marner and Gregg. Puck finally comes free for Pinto, who throws it in front. Stolen back then by Matthews. Up through the zone, then Knies with the puck. To Riley, who shoots it. Glove saved by Ullmark. He'll play it back behind his own net. Picked up on the right side then by Pinto. 3-on-2 for Ottawa. Pinto dumps it down low into the zone. Back then, Benoit with the puck. Up to Nylander, who clears it all the way down the other way. Zub behind the net on the right side. Puck will slide all the way back into the Leaf zone. On the right side, Nylander trying to play it here as well. And a whistle here for a offside, I'm pretty sure, and some pushing and shoving between Lawton and Batherson. Okay. Linus Ullmark, last 13 games in his playoff career, 3-9. It's been brutal. Face-off inside of the, or face-off just outside of the Toronto zone. 1:15 left in the second period. Tanev picks it up. Will dump it down low into the Ottawa end. Shabbat. Back then for Jensen. Played around behind the net then for Shabbat once again. Down low now. Jensen plays it forward. Stützle will take it behind and wait. Tim Stützle. Up then Jensen. Drops it back. Stützle through the zone. Will dump it in. Last minute of play here now in this second period. Tanev behind the net. Throws it into the zone. Shabbat to Stützle. Stützle gets poke checked. He keeps it in the zone, though. Down low, Tanev battling with Gaudette and kept in. Stützle over. Shabbat! And it goes wide. At the point again. Shabbat, another shot save. Rebound. And there's none there. Tanev feeds it down low. They'll just bank it back and forth each other. Tanev and McCabe. 5 seconds left. They'll clear it out of the zone, and that'll do it for the second period. Only one goal in that middle frame, and it might be the most pivotal goal of this series. Matthew Nyes with the game-tying goal. And Toronto will head into the second intermission with a tied game. And the third period might be the biggest third period for Toronto this season. That being said, it's intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back on for the third period here momentarily. All right, got to make a couple more clips here now. For this one, got to make one of the Pinto goal, and then also one of the Nyes goal as well. Do they have the clip for the Pinto goal? Never mind. I'll just do the Nyes one. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's all right. Gotta load up something here real quick on my PS5. Oh boy, boys, we are grinding. Posted about 6 shorts today. We've done 3 live streams. It's been an insane day for the channel. Absolutely insane day. And we still got another live stream at 9:30. I'm not so sure we'll be able to get to it on time, but that's okay. We'll still stream it, obviously. I mean, we didn't even get to this one on time. Ugh. A shot blocked in front. Greg with it. We'll kick it up. Blocked in front. Greg with it. We'll kick it up. And here come the Leafs. Nyes plays the puck forward. He's in! He scored! A shot blocked in front. Greg with it. We'll kick it up. And here come the Leafs. Nyes plays the puck forward. He's in! He scores! Matthew Nyes! Incredible! And we're tied at 2. Matthew Nyes on the breakaway hits bar it in. And we're tied at 2. Whew. Oh, man. Watch With Nordic Records. It's our 6th time streaming the Leafs. We're 4-1. And this is our 3rd time streaming Ottawa. We're 1-1. Let me 3, 2, and 1. Update the Vegas and Toronto standings. Perfect. All right, perfect. That's all the ones I wanted to do. Wonderful. That's all done. All right, I'm back in the chat. Holy crap. $10 dono from Seized. Good Lord, where'd you come from, buddy? Holy crap, thank you, dude. Shout out to Seized or Breezy in the chat for the $10 donation. Hope you're doing good, Seized. I haven't talked to you that much recently. I really haven't even been like that active on the Discord. So thank you so much for the $10 donation. Everyone shout out Seized. What a legend. Oh. I got to make the things to get ready for the Colorado-Dallas game. Oh, I don't even really do much. I haven't been on Discord either, lol. Just so you haven't figured out how to hop in. I'm doing good. Yeah, you know, just putting the work in, doing what we got to do. Almost done high school. Got like another month and then I'm done. That's it. It's over. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, to be honest. I hope you're doing good, man. Good to hear. Doing good as well. Just about done high school around the same time, too. Heading to Switzerland with a buddy of mine. Damn! Switzerland. That'll be a lot of fun. I hope you have fun doing that. That'll be sick. I've never been out of the country, which is kind of wild. All right, got to make my thumbnail for Avalanche Stars tonight. I don't know how I'm going to get through a fourth stream. I've been going since 1 p.m. and we're at 9. I've been going for 8 hours. It's the art of the grind. Neither have I. Just got my passport the other day. Oh, awesome. Well, have fun with that, dude. I appreciate you stopping by. And I really do appreciate the donation. And I'm glad to hear you're doing good. What period is it? I've been at work this whole time. Just got to check in. It is the middle of the second intermission, so we're heading into the third period in about 5 minutes. So welcome into the zone, Tom. Tom Servo for president. But yeah, it's 2-2, heading into the third here in a couple of minutes. What was I gonna do? Who should we do? Terry Lekkonen, why not? Habs legend, by the way. Think the Leafs will sweep? I don't know. Like this third period, I kind of can't believe it, to be completely blunt with you. Like I can't believe that we're actually like we're having this conversation. But I guess like I can't believe this actually might happen. It's insane. All right, third period coming up after this commercial break. All right. Perfect. That's all done. We're ready for our fourth and last stream of the night after this one. Oh, I feel like I could lay down right now. Just gonna plop my head on this bed. Oh. Oh my God. All right. Let's log in. Let's lock in. Let's get ready for this third period. We got another stream after this, too. Let's go. I don't care. We're not locked in on that. We're locked in on this. Let's go. Come on. Come on, go. No, I just... I went to rest my head on the bed for a moment. All right. Start of the third period here from Ottawa. Second period recap. Only goal in that frame was from Matthew Nyes. As Toronto with one goal, possibly. With one more period, with one more win. All you got to do is get more goals than Ottawa in this frame, and you're off to the second round for the second time in 20 years. Let's see if they can get it done. Face-off, won by the Leafs. Riley, taken back down low on the right side. Gregg will throw it back now behind the net. Handling the puck now on the right side, Pinto. Takes it down low. Shane Pinto directed behind the net. Nyes to Matthews. Matthews waits, moves it up to the point. Back then for Carlo. Carlo will send it back in behind. Sanderson moving it through the zone. At center ice now, they'll fight for it. Nyes back then to Riley. 19-13 left here in the third period. Nylander with the puck. Backhands it up now the other way. Tkachuk trying to dump it into the zone. Battling for it here on the left corner. Tavares sends it back. Carlo to Tavares. Tavares breaks it in. Waits. Skates it around to the front. And broken up by Tkachuk. Here comes Ottawa. Cousins into the zone. Cousins moves in. Pass over in front. Is gloved by Stolarz. Sends her without a shot here for a good while. We got Avalanche and Stars in the final game of this 4-day stretch. After tonight, I will be going to bed and never waking up again. My voice will probably be non-existent by the end of it all, to be honest with you. Face-off. Coming up now in the Toronto zone. Face-off, cleared into the Ottawa zone. It'll be an icing against the Maple Leafs here with 18:32 to go. Thank you all for the support in this stream. I really do appreciate it. It is greatly appreciated as always. As I am dead tired here. We got one more left after this, but we don't back down, do we? Never back down, never what? Yeah, exactly. Face-off won by Ottawa. Shabbat throws it down low. Zetterlund shoots it back behind the net. Benoit down low. Moves the puck around. Toronto through the zone. Lawton will clear it in. On the right side, Shabbat battling now with Lorentz. Circled around and cleared all the way out of the zone. Zetterlund running towards it here. It's picked up then by McCabe down low. Back behind the net now is Tanev. Through the zone, Marner. Mitch Marner. Through center ice. Sends a pass up to Matthews. It's deflected as it goes down low into the zone. Back now behind the net. Nyes to Matthews. To Marner. Marner in front to Matthews. Save. Rebound. And cleared out of the zone. And an icing, I believe, against the Sens. Some good defensive plays here by Toronto. They look way more sound defensively. Face-off. Won by the Sens. Montemalo backhands it around the zone. Played then, kicked out around. Picked up here by the Leafs at center ice to Riley. Morgan Riley dumps it into the zone now down low. Olmark. Back for Shabbat. Shabbat to Jensen. Jensen feeds a pass up then for Gaudette to Perron. Perron into the zone. Dekes around, shoots it, and it goes wide. Picked up then by the Leafs. Dumped into the zone. Played around then. Bobby McMahon down low. Gaudette on the right side. I agree, Bon. I want more hockey. Played up here at center ice and all the way back into the Toronto zone. Ekman-Larsson to Tavares. Tavares circles around then. Back for Benoit. For Tavares. Up to Holmberg. You can't reach that puck. Sens pick it up. They'll regroup in their own end. Jensen to Clevin. Clevin through the zone. It's tipped up in the air and goes out of play. Shots are 18-12 in favor of the Maple Leafs. There hasn't been a whole lot of shots here through these last couple of minutes. Face off now at center ice. Lawton versus Gaudette. It's won by Gaudette. Cleared into the zone. Down low. Yarncrook breaks it out of the zone for Toronto. Ottawa gets it back. They'll move it back in. Chipped in by Amadio. The last team to come back from down 3-0 was the LA Kings against the San Jose Sharks. Can Ottawa get it done? The last team to also make a comeback from down 3-0 is the Oilers, but they obviously didn't win that comeback in the end. Puck is played down low. Montempalo intercepted then by Ottawa. Down low, Tanev feeds a pass up. It's directed all the way into the Sens zone. It'll be an icing against the Leafs. About 5 minutes into this third period, we're tied at 2. Oh, man. Toronto on the line here to possibly go to the second round for the second time in only 20 years. Sanderson shoots it, blocked in front as it goes back down low. Behind the net, Tanev throws it in front then. Yarncrook battling now in the corner. Giroux fighting with Tanev. Tkachuk sends it around behind the net. McCabe throws it through the neutral zone and picked up by Sanderson. Sanderson down low. Drops it back then for Zub. Zub to Batherson, who backhands it down low in the zone behind the net. Picked up by Giroux. Throws it in front, and there's no one there. Sanderson a slap shot, and it goes wide. Zub on the right side. Throws it up to the point to Stützle. Battled around now behind the net. It's kicked down low then by Gregg. Open over then for Batherson, who gets tied up then by Marner. Down low. Matthews to Carlo. Battling now down low. Carlo gets it. Over for Riley. Backhands it through the zone. Stützle. Directs it around the right side. Stützle into the zone. He's got some room. Skates it around. Dangles hit from Benoit from behind. And moved out to the front. Nyes to Zetterlund, who throws it around now behind the net. Back down low. Picked up then by Amadio and sent back behind the net. Cousins will take it back now behind. Cousins looking for options. Back then on the right side, Zetterlund trying to throw it up. Down low. Toronto's playing some very well-sounded and effective defense in this game. They are not allowing Ottawa to get a whole lot here in this period. Sanderson shoots it, just goes wide. At the point, Jensen, Shabbat, waits, shoots it. Save from Stolarz in front. Picked up now by the Leafs. Here comes Nyes the other way. Directed up then for Jensen. Jensen feeds a pass through into the zone. Hit there. And dumped down low. Ekman-Larsson shoots it all the way around. It goes out. Checking in from Canada. Let's see if the Avs can get a win tonight. We'll have to see. Maybe they can tie this series up. Down low now, Montemalo. In the zone. Sanderson plays it back then through. Down low now is Ekman-Larsson. Behind the net then for Carlo. Cleared out of the zone and played to the right side. Tavares battling now here with Giroux. Puck slides out in front. Carlo into the zone. Down the right side and tied up in the corner. Yeah, low shots. Not a lot of event hockey. It's been a lot of defense. And that's what you should expect from a game like this. A series-deciding game. There's not going to be a lot of opportunities. Nylander to the front. Save in front by Ullmark. As Tkachuk absolutely just leveled somebody. I think it might have been Robertson. Here they come. Perron with some room. A backhand save from Stolarz. Gaudette to the point. Zub in front. They score! David Perron! Sens lead 3-2! A rebound in front from a Zub shot. And David Perron, who's one of the few Sens to play games like this. And the Sens lead 3-2. Oh boy! Here we go! And that building just came alive. Oh my goodness. Woof! 3-2 Senators. With about 12 minutes left. David Perron off the backhand. And the Sens stay alive. Just for a few more minutes, maybe. Toronto with the puck. Benoit in the zone. Will clear it out to center ice. Down the other way now. Thrown around behind the net is Ullmark. Up to the right side. Cleared backhanded down low. Pacioretty throws it in front. There's nobody there. Batherson back to Zetterlund. Zetterlund now the other way. And down low. And back into the zone then now is McMahon to Domi, and it's offsides against Toronto. Woof! Less than 12 minutes left. The Senators on their 15th shot get the goal. And it's 3-2 in favor of the Leafs. Or the Leafs, the Sens. And I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, 3-2 Senators. In game numero 4. Puck in the Ottawa zone. Battling here at center ice. Lorentz taking it into the zone. Fires it, and it goes wide of the net. Back on the right side now. Tkachuk tries breaking up through the neutral zone. Kept in, though, by the Leafs. Down low, Lorentz sends it to Yarncrook. Down low in the zone. Lawton taking it now down low. Shoots it just wide. Back up to the point then. Carlo to Riley. At the point, Carlo shoots it and blocked in front. Tkachuk now battling here on the right side. 11 minutes left in the third period. Giroux will dump it back into the Toronto zone. Battling forward here now behind the net. Morgan Riley will pick it up. Shots are 19-14 in favor of Ottawa. Battling here on the right side. Puck is played free from Marner. Intercepted. Toronto will end up taking it out of the zone and regrouping. And a whistle here for offsides against the Leafs with 10:36 remaining. Tom, you literally commented that as soon as they scored. Like, they scored literally, like, not even a minute later. So that's pretty bad from you. But you jinxed it, so I guess that's kind of funny. All right, face-off now, won by Toronto. Benoit feeds it up through the zone, down low. Ullmark makes the glove save. Tkachuk fighting now on the right side. Puck slides down low. Batherson through the zone, directs it in. On the right side now, down low. Picked up then by Tavares. To Nylander. Nylander through neutral zone. Dumps it into the Ottawa end. Ullmark now. Down low on the right side. Played through that up for Benoit. To Tanev. Regroups. Cleared into the zone by McCabe. Ullmark will go out of his net to play it. And down low on the right side. Clear down low. Marner. And not kept in the zone by Toronto. McCabe will come out then and regroup. Jake McCabe over then for Amadio. Intercepted. Matthews into the zone. Throws it back then for Marner. Puck played down the other way. Into the zone. Ridley Gregg. Over. Amadio. He's in! And he fumbles the puck. Oh, man. Here comes Toronto, though, as Matthews holds off and waits. Sends a pass up. Morgan Riley through the zone. Back up then for Holmberg. Holmberg with some room. Poke checked away by Ottawa. David Perron moves it down the other way. It's poke checked by a Leaf. Out to center ice and picked up by Riley. Riley shoots it. Glove save by Linus Ullmark. 8:57 left to go here in the final frame. It's 3-2 in favor of Ottawa. Ooh. Toronto 4-3 overtime win. You think so? We'll have to see. Still about little under 9 minutes to go in this one. This one's going by fast. I know the fourth one that we do today is just going to be a drag. It's going to be freaking terrible. But you got to get through it. What a setup by Artem Zub on that play. Oh, man. Face off here in the Ottawa zone. Won by the Sens down low. Shabbat battling now alongside with Jensen. Nylander down low. McMahon a shot backhanded wide. Back now behind the net. McMahon throws it in front. Save. Rebound. And Olmark makes the stop. An ovation there for Olmark. Making some huge saves for his Ottawa team to keep this game at bay. Still a little ways to go here before this one's done and over. Face off now on the right side. 8:42 here left in the third period. Shots are 22-14. It's Giroux versus Tavares. Face off won by the Sens. Behind the net. Shabbat will pass it up to the neutral zone. Tkachuk will direct it back down low. Tanev over then for Cousins down low. Battling here in the corner. Tanev and McCabe. Alongside Tkachuk, who just holds it. Cousins forces it forward. Jensen fires it around. It's picked up then by the Leafs. Do I know the future? Not particularly. I know the opposite of the future, so that probably means the Leafs are going to win. Nylander fires it wide of the net. Picked up then by the Leafs. Huge hit from Benoit on, I think that was Shane Pinto, and picked up by Ottawa. Amadio dumps it into the zone now down low. Battling here with OEL on the right side. Benoit. Fighting here now on the right side. Leafs will get it out. And clear. Clevin holds that puck. Back now behind the net. He's hit by Pacioretty. Intercepted in front. Sens get it. Rebound. It's loose. In the crease. Olmark makes the stop. And the Sens clear. Carlo regrouping now with the puck. On the right side then. Picked up by Zub. Artem Zub. Pass to the neutral zone. Zetterlund dumps it back down low. Behind the net now, Morgan Riley with it. Riley to Matthews. Matthews up in front, nice, and can't finish it. Down low now on the left side. Thrown back up to the point, Riley. Over, a shot! And blocked in front by Ottawa. Amadio to Cousins. Cousins will dump it into the zone. He's clearly tired. Battling for it now is Cousins. Picked up by Gregg, who tries throwing it in front. Back up to the point. Shabbat. Down low. Pinto to Shabbat, a shot! And it goes wide. Pinto. Back with it now on the right side. Thrown up to the point by Cousins. To Jensen. Over then for Gregg, who sends it back into the corner. Gregg. Behind the net. Feeds it up to the point. Shabbat waits, fires it just wide of the net. Back now on the right side, kept in by Ottawa. Pinto shoots it and cleared to the left side. Another backhand and a glove save by Stolars. As Pinto keeps whacking himself in the head though with a stick. 6:08 left in the third period. Ottawa with some opportunities now. Nylander had a pretty nice play, but nothing too concrete there just yet. What a play from Tyler Clevin to hit that puck out. Otherwise, we're tied at 3 right now. .608 Face off won by the Leafs. Down low here on the right side. Played out to center ice. Leafs will take it and regroup back in their own end. Less than 6 minutes to go here in the third period. Benoit feeds it to McMahon. McMahon, a pass up. Intercepted back down low for Benoit. Benoit skates it around. Over then to the neutral zone. Stolen back then by McMahon. McMahon to Tavares. Tavares moves in. Shoots it. Saved by Olmark. Puck at the point. McCabe throws it down low. Nylander waits. Pass over. They score! Oliver Ekman-Larsson! And the Coyotes legend does it again. We're tied at 3. Oliver Ekman-Larsson. The Coyotes go! What a play. And Olmark can't hold it forever. All right, 5:20 left here in the third period. We've already seen one overtime in the Watch With Nordic streams here tonight. Will we see another one? McCabe, down low behind the net, in front, intercepted. Lorenza's shot, up in the air and wide. Down low, Scott Lawn feeds it down low to Yarncrook. He shoots it, deflected off. Up at the blue line, taken back then by McCabe. He'll regroup. Battling on the right side, that's Ekman-Larsson's second goal of the series. Clevin will regroup now. 4:40 left here in the third period. Cousins, down the right side, will shoot it into the zone. Back down low, then McCabe battling for it. Up then through the zone, it's Pacioretty held up against the boards. On the right side, played up to Zetterlund. Shabbat shot! And it goes wide. Nick Jensen. 2 of these 3 first games have gone to overtime. Are we going to see OT again tonight? We'll find out. Puck is cleared down into the Ottawa zone. 4 minutes left. It's Nicing against Toronto. Pacioretty clears that one out of the Toronto zone. Sens will take it back and regroup. Stutzel waits for options. Gives it over then for Sanderson. Sanderson through the zone. Dumps it in down low back behind the net. On the right side, Tanev back then for McCabe. McCabe to Matthews. Up to Marner. It's backhanded through the zone and down low. Sanderson backs it around down low. Now Pinto shoots it up. Sanderson through the zone. Fires it. And it goes up in the air and out of play. Oliver Ekman-Larsson ties the game late for the Maple Leafs. We're tied at 3. Heading into the final minutes of the final frame. Shots are 24-14 in favor of the Maple Leafs here so far. We got Dallas and Colorado after this one. Chances are we might not even get to that. Again, you guys know the rule. If we go through one overtime of the Sens-Leafs game, we will cancel the game that is after that. It was different for Vegas and Minnesota because first off, it ended in the first overtime. Second, there was a game we were doing after that, so I really couldn't cancel this, and this is probably the most important one of the 3, if we're being honest. All right. Score is 3-3. Yeah, I started a new stream. That's what happened. I think the reason why there's so much less viewers in this one than there was in the other one was because there's a lot of other people doing the Leafs Sens. I'm not the only one this time. Like, Steve Dangle's doing it. I'm sure a couple other people are doing it. It sucks, but, this is a part of it. You got to build it up. Even if, the streams aren't good, you got to keep doing them. Consistency is what matters. Down low behind the net. Batherson battling now with McMahon and McCabe. Lawton picks up the puck now. Matthews tries sending it up to the neutral zone. 2:50 left here in the third period. The Senators seize it on the line. Probably to bed. Yeah, that too, most likely. Behind the net, Benoit. Yeah, they were all Wild fans. They probably went to bed. Down low now, Sanderson. Feeds it around behind the net. Down low now, Tavares. Back now behind the net to Stützle. Thrown up to the neutral zone, Tkachuk. Sends it past then to Stu. Stützle into the zone now, takes it down low, backhands it behind the net. Picked up then by Giroux. Giroux up to the point. Sanderson a shot, and it goes wide. Played back down low and all the way down the other way. And Olmark will go out to play that puck and just cover it up and not take any chances. The last two games that we have played have gone to overtime. It's the first time all series Ottawa scored more than 2 goals in a game. Face-off. Won by the Sens. Sanderson feeds it around. Up to the right side, Tkachuk. He'll dump it in. Down low now, Morgan Riley. Down the right side, Nyes. Feeds it up through the zone. Marner to Matthews. He gets knocked down. And the Leafs and the Sens will regroup. Jensen feeds it up through center ice. Battling here now. It drops back then. 1:30 left to go in the third. Jensen throws it around behind the net. Shabbat back for Jensen. Jensen through the zone. Dumped down low around behind the net for Holmberg. Back for Domi. Max Domi through the zone. Sends it pass over to Pacioretty. Pacioretty takes behind the net. Throws it in front. Saved by Olmark. Picked up by the Sens. Amadio through the zone. Tanev now takes it down low behind the net. Final minute of play here in this third period. Down low with the puck is now Jake McCabe. 40 seconds left in the third period. Backhand into the zone by Yarncrook. Down low, it's Lorentz. 30 seconds left. At the point, Ekman-Larsson, a slap shot. And it's blocked in front. He gets it back, though. Waits in front, Lawton, and shoots it wide. Lorentz to the point. Back over to OEL. 20 seconds left. Lawton back in front and goes to the corner. Benoit now behind the net. Lorentz tries throwing it up to the point on the right side, up to the point to OEL. Back then for Yarncrook, who shoots it, deflected just into the corner. Lawton down the line and Lorentz. 2 seconds and 1, and we are going to overtime. For the third consecutive game in this series, the deciding factor will be an extra time. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oops, I did not mean to do that either. Just broke all this. Great. A goal from David Perron and also a goal from Oliver Ekman-Larsson makes it tied at 3 heading into the final, possibly the final period of this series in overtime. Can the Leafs get it done? Or is it too much for them? We'll find out. That being said, it is intermission time here real quick. Go get a snack, go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back here for the start of the overtime frame in about 15 minutes. So stay tuned for that. It looks like for the Dallas-Colorado game, we'll wait a little bit before we get into that one as well. So we're just kind of pushing everything back as it is. Intriguing. I'm going to go to the bathroom once again. I will be right back, folks. Whew. I got food during the first intermission of this game. Let me refresh my feed here just to speed it up a little bit. All right, we'll be following Dallas and Colorado here throughout this, just to see where that game goes. So I got 2 more pieces of commentary that I need to post. Oh my goodness. I think it might have been Robertson. Here they come. Perron with some room. A backhand save. Here they come. Perron with some room. A backhand save from Solars. Gaudette to the point. Zoom in front. They scored! Scored! David Perron! Sens lead 3-2! A rebound in front from a Zoom shot. And David Perron, who's one of the few Sens to play games like this. And the Sens lead 3-2. Oh. Stanley 3-2. A rebound in front from a zoom shot as David Perron, who's one of the few Sens to play games like this. Oh, good Lord.
Actually annoy people. Part 4. Being a difficult person to work with. Bro, I'm bored. Same. You wanna go see a movie? Nah, movies are dumb. You wanna play a video game? Nah, I hate those. Okay, do you wanna... Nope. Okay, do you have any solution? Absolutely not. Small habits that actually annoy people. Part 4. Being a difficult...
Robertson, here they come. Perron with some room. A backhand save from Solar. Gaudette to the point. Zoom in front. They score! Robertson, here they come. Perron with some room. A backhand save from Solar. Gaudette to the point. Zoom in front. They score! David Perron! NHL on True TV. That's where they have like all those weird ass shows. Oh. Pass up. Intercepted back down low for Benoit. Back down low for Benoit. Around. Over then to the neutral zone. Stolen back to moves in, shoots it, saved by Olmo. Puck at the point, McCabe throws it down low. Nylander waits. Pass over, they score! Oliver Ekman-Larsson! And the Coyotes legend does it again! We're tied at 3. Oliver Ekman-Larsson! The Coyotes go! Talking to Landeskog.
person to work with. Bro, I'm bored. Same.
Puck at the point, McCabe throws it down low. All right, puck drop of Avalanche versus Stars is about to begin. We still got about another 6 minutes left until the start of Maple Leaf Senators overtime. So my clock's a little bit ahead for the first time ever. All right. That being said, overtime predictions. I've been watching since the stream. Watching the stream, the internet. Good job, man. Thank you. All right, overtime predictions. Toronto. Matthews. Ottawa. Cousins. That's what I think. That's my honest predictions for this overtime frame. All right, let's get ready for the start of overtime here in about a minute 30. A little less than that. Oh, if Giroux scores it, I'll cry. Claude Giroux just 32 seconds in. All right, here we go. Overtime. Overtime here from Ottawa, Ontario. The series on the line for Toronto and Ottawa. Well, I guess series on the line for Ottawa. If they lose, they go home. If they win, they live to fight another day, and we will see a Game 5 in Toronto on Monday. Or actually, no, I think it'd be on Tuesday, I'm pretty sure. Right? Be on Tuesday. Oh, I stand corrected. Yeah, it would be on Tuesday. So we would see them on Tuesday next up. The last two games, Max Domi and Simone Benoit. So third period recap. Goals from David Perron and Matthew and Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Of course, attack helicopter. No worries. Thanks for the sub. Okay. Face off here in overtime. Won by Ottawa. Sanderson. Clear down the other way. Leafs pick it up. Matthews. Through the zone. Will dump it in. Back to Zub. Through the zone. Matthews to Nyes. Nyes moves in. Holds it and waits. Up to the point. Nylander. Down the right side. Battling now with Pinto. Picked up by Nylander. Nylander behind the net. Looks for options. Up to the point. McCabe a shot. Just wide. Picked up by the Sens. Here comes Greg the other way. Dumps it down low into the zone. And a tough hit there for Tavares. He was down on the ground through that sequence. Tkachuk a shot. And it goes wide. At the point now, Shabbat throws it down low to the right side. In front! And it goes wide. I thought it went in. Tkachuk behind the net. Throws it in front. Cousins can't finish. Down low, Chris Tanev. Back in the corner now. Cousins waits. Throws it in front. And it's blocked. Back to the right side. Giroux a shot. Saved by Stolars. All right, Dallas and Colorado is officially underway. So we'll be following that game throughout this, by the way. Here comes Toronto. Nice. Into the zone, down wide. Sends it in front. There's nobody there. Here comes Ottawa. Through the zone, Amadio. To Greg. Greg in front and deflects to the corner. Nice. To Matthews. Matthews into the zone. Shoots it. Saved by Olmark. Oh. Oh boy. Oh my God. Face-off coming now inside the Ottawa zone. The series on the line, the season on the line. Toronto leads 3-0. They win. They're off to the second round. A shot in front, deflected off Jensen, nearly went in the net. I would have lost my mind if that's how the goal went. Gaudette through the zone, dumps it in. Behind the net now, Morgan Riley with the puck, back up then for Carlo. Carlo up to Pacioretty. Pacioretty clears it back into the zone. On the right side, intercepted. Nylander, and loses control. Thrown back around the right side. Nylander picks it up, sends it in front, and blocked off there by Ottawa. Shabbat through the zone, drives the pass over to Zetterlund. Zetterlund behind the net. Back down low then, Nylander. Nylander, he's got Lawn with him, backhanded down the other way. Into the zone now as Stutzel takes it behind. Here in Go Sens Go here in Ottawa. Clevin through the zone. Shot in, stolen back then by Toronto. Yarncrook clears it down low. 17 minutes left in the overtime. Passes drop back then for Clevin. Up then for Perron, back to Stu. Taken back then as Ekman Larson will pick it up and regroup. Through the zone now, it's dumped down low for Clevin. Clevin. Through the zone. The Sens have never won a series facing elimination. They are 0-24. That definitely means something, that's for sure. Puck behind the net now for Toronto. Riley through the zone. On the right side. McMahon a shot and a save by Olmark. And the ref blows the whistle like 100,000 times. Whew. Oh boy. $16-18 left here in the overtime. Who's going to be the winner? Shabbat through the zone to Tkachuk. Tkachuk sends it in back behind the net. Put on the right side now, Cousins. Battling for it down low. Behind the net now up to the point. Jensen. Giroux a shot. It's blocked off and goes into the corner. Deflected now down low. Ekman Larson throws it up to the point. It's kept in though by Ottawa. Behind the net now. Tkachuk in front. And deflected off there. Racing it now the other way is Bobby McMahon. McMahon behind the net. Over then for Tkachuk. Through the zone now. It's dumped into the Toronto end. Tanev gets hit with a high stick. And that'll be a penalty. And the Leafs are going to go to the power play. Hey, Tides, can you not spam, please? I know you're chanting, but just don't say it 8 times. Please. And Toronto is going to go to the power play. Okay. Is it going to be a double minor? Is there blood? And there is. It's going to be a double minor. Oh my God. Oh my God. Double minor. 4-minute power play. Oh no. All right. This is the most pivotal kill of the season for the Sens. Can they get it done, or will the Leafs slay them? Showing off Michael Andlauer, owner of this Ottawa team. The 5-forward power play, which has been one of the hottest in the NHL since January 1st. Are they going to be able to get this one done? We'll find out. Face off here now. Won by the Leafs. Riley to Nylander. Nylander to Riley. To Nylander. Nylander holds it. Sends it down low. Pass in front. And a save by Ullmark. At the point, Riley holds it. Waits to Marner. Marner skates around. Looks for options now. Will take it behind the net. Back for Nylander. Battling now down low. Cleared out by the center. No, it's not. It's not cleared out. Marner keeps it into Nylander. Thrown back down low. Nyes sends it around. It'll go all the way out. Oh, man. Here's Marner. Mitch Marner to Nylander. Waits. Holds. To the center. Save. Ullmark on Nyes. To the point. Riley to Nylander. Matthews holding it. Waits to Marner. Circles around. Matthews to Marner. In front, save. Rebound in the crease. Covered off the post. Still on the power play. Matthews down low. Nylander off the pipe. Oh my God. Down low. Sanderson ties it up. Sens try and clear. It's kept in. Riley over Matthews. Saved by Ullmark. And the Sens clear. Oh my Lord. About halfway through the double minor. The team gets a line change. Here's Domi. 2 minutes still on the power play. Pass down through the neutral zone. Shabbat battling in the corner. Back for McMahon. McMahon up to the point. To McCabe. To OEL. Down low. Domi with the OT winner in Game 3 or Game 2 in front. Ekman-Larsson a shot and goes down low into the corner and the Sens clear. 1:40 left. .130 left here in the power play. Maple Leafs move it back into the zone. Nyes circles around, throws it up to the point. Shot back down into the corner. Sanderson feeds it all the way down the other way. Short-handed. Pinto shoots it just wide. Riley over for Marner. Marner up to Nyes. Nyes down low. Sanderson, final minute of the power play. Matthews now. Back for Nyes. Battling here on the right side. It slides out. Zub trying to beat Nyes to it. Back up to the point. Nylander moves it. Over then for Marner. Marner waits for Nylander. Nylander taking his time. Throws it down low for Marner. Marner waits. Moves to the front. Saved by Ullmark. Is anybody as scared as I am? Holy crap, I did not think I could get more nervous than last game. But here we are. Oh my Lord. All right, about 31 seconds left on the Toronto double minor. And they're taking a timeout. Tavares, it looks like, went to the room. So the Leafs will take a timeout. Shots are 33-15 in favor of the Leafs. By the way, little update in the Colorado-Dallas game. I believe it's still 0-0. Yes, it is. It's still 0-0. Shots are 6-5 in favor of Dallas with 10:37 through that first period. Oh, my Lord. This is a tight game, point guard. Deep breaths, Nordic. Deep breaths. This arena's loud. Face off. Can't be kept in by the Leafs. 25 seconds left on the Maple Leafs power play. Marner through center ice. Feeds it back over then for Matthews down low. Sanderson trying to slash it around. Back then for Zub. Down low now, Giroux with it. Will try and backhand it out. It's cleared all the way down the other way, and that will do it for the Toronto power play. What a kill from this Senators team. Marner feeds it in front. McMahon tipped away by Stu. Down low now, Yarncrook. The Sens just have to win this game now. Even more than the last time. They just have to after killing that penalty off. Down low here in the corner. Yarncrook tied up by Stützle and Jensen. Puck finally breaks free. Yarncrook wins the battle. Up to the point. It's tipped in the air. Picked up by Ottawa. 2-on-2 the other way. Batherson into the zone. Stützle joins in front. Save. Rebound. Rebound. Saved by Stolars. Some pushing and shoving back and forth. Oh, man. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Face-off coming here now in the Leaf zone. It's Cousins versus Lawton. And they kick him out. Tkachuk versus Lawton. Face-off won by the Leafs. Down low now, it's Tanev. Tanev sends it up to Lorentz. Intercepted. Tkachuk will just dump it down low. The Leafs in their own zone. McCabe battling with it now. To the right side, Lorentz will backhand it out. And a hand pass there against Ottawa. Oh man, I don't know if I've been this nervous for a game like in a very long time. I don't know if I have. Like, this is just so nerve-wracking. It's insane. All right, face-off coming now at center ice. Puck played back then for Morgan Riley. Through the zone, it's clear down low. Clevin passes it up, intercepted. Tkachuk in the zone. Zetterlund a shot, glove by Stolars. Oh, man, this is nerve-wracking, guys. Neither of these are my teams, and my heart is still thumping. Because this is a series-clinching game. Face-off now, won by the Sens. Greg plays it down low, moves it to the front, save in front, rebound, lots of players in the crease. It slides out. Sanderson a shot, and it goes back wide. Zub sends it around now, back behind the net. To Sanderson. A shot! And a save by Stolars. And they'll clean the ice here. We'll get some time run down. We're halfway through the first overtime frame. Shots are 33-18. Ottawa's been in the zone for most of this. Stolarz definitely has been as advertised. I agree. I can agree with that. Colorado-Dallas is still 0-0 with 8:14 left in the first. I was thinking Wall too, but I've been reluctantly proven wrong on that take. So, I don't know. Showing off Brad Treliving inside the Ottawa press boxes. All right. Here we go. We're back. Went for a little test skate. He's back on the bench, so looks like whatever happened to him, he's okay. Face off now inside of the Toronto zone. Won by Stützle. In the corner. Throwing down low. On the right side, Yarncrook trying to play it. Batherson sends it down low. Back now behind the net. Benoit. Looking for options here now. Pass up through the zone and stolen back then and dumped into the zone again by Ottawa. Lorentz to Benoit. On the right side. Clevin backhands it down low. Puck in the air. And stolen back then by the Leafs. Yarncrook behind the net. 9 minutes left in the overtime frame. Shots are 33-18. Ekman-Larsson behind the Maple Leafs net. This is the third straight game that has gone to overtime. Puck down the other way. Sanderson trying to break it around the boards. Picked up then by Perron. Perron to Zetterlund, who clears it into the zone. Behind the net now Stolarz. Sent around then Perron. Tries throwing it in front. And the Leafs pick it right back up. On the right side, Sanderson bats it back down low. McCabe thrown around all the way through the zone. Picked up then by Sanderson. Sanderson moving it down the right side. Sends it up and into the Toronto end. Morgan Rielly behind the net now. 8 minutes left in the overtime frame. Rielly to Carlo. Up in center ice. Nyes sends it to Marner. Marner with Matthews. Matthews shoots it wide. Tanev. Back over then for McCabe. McCabe back to Tanev. Tied up at the point. Picked up then by Amadio. Amadio through the zone. It's dumped in down low. With the puck then is McCabe. On the right side through center ice. Matthews battling for it. Picked up then by Marner. Marner has to come out and regroup. Tries to slide it over. It's stolen back then by Amadio. Picked up again by Marner. Here they come. Domi shoots it just wide of the net. It just trickled wide of Ullmark. Battling now in the corner. McMahon tries breaking it free. At the point now, Ekman-Larsson shoots it all the way around. Down low, Amadio trying to clear. Behind the net, Jensen to Shabbat. Shabbat feeds it all the way down the other way. And back into the Leafs end. That will be an icing against Ottawa. Whew. All right, little update on Avalanche Stars. It's 1-0 Colorado on a shorthanded goal from Logan O'Connor. And we are still yet to end this game. Again, I do want to say there is a rule that we have. If this game goes to a double overtime we will be canceling the game that is after this in Dallas, Colorado. That stream will be canceled. Just so you guys know. Because we'll be basically going for the same time that we would for that stream, and it's just not worth it to go to that one for a third period. Unless if that one goes to overtime, that'll be it for the night from me. Through the neutral zone, Marner sends it down low. Zub throws it around now behind the net. Perron picks it up. Taken back then. Cousins to Sanderson through the zone. Sanderson, a backhand save by Stolars. In front, Cousins fumbled the shot. Oh, man. Marner, through his legs, will dump it into the zone. It goes wide of Olmark. Down low is Zub. Zub holds it and waits. Back to Sanderson. 6:18 left here in the overtime frame. Sanderson up to Batherson. Batherson through the zone. Takes it in. Down low now in the corner. Battling here with Tavares. It's picked up by Tavares and the Leafs. Here they rush now the other way. Intercepted. McMahon sends it to Nylander. Nylander into the zone. Moves it around. Gets intercepted and cut off. He'll skid it around the right side. To Benoit. Shot. Blocked in front. Picked up now by Ottawa. Here they come. Down the other way. Batherson with Giroux. Giroux. A backhand save by Stolars. William Nylander now. Takes it through the zone to McMahon. McMahon off his skate. Shoots it. Saved by Olmark. Jensen. Back to Clevin with 5:28 left in the first overtime. Clevin fires it all the way down. And Giroux just gets off the ice. Morgan Riley will shoot it on Olmark just wide. Jensen feeds it up through the zone now. Cousins dumps it down low. Oh, man. Stolars will go out to play it. Riley intercepted, kept in the zone by Ottawa. Down low. It's Cousins a shot and shoots it wide. At the point, Montempalo down low. Shabbat a shot. Blocked. Ottawa still has it. Cousins throws it down low to Perron. David Perron waits up to the point. Shabbat over. Montempalo! And it goes wide. Kept in the zone. Shabbat over. Down low for Perron. Back then, Gaudette. Adam Gaudette in the zone. They kept the Leafs here for a while. Zuba shot. His stick shatters. Here come the Leafs. It's Morgan Riley down the other way. We'll just dump it into the zone. And played back by Ottawa. Cousins into the zone. Down low. Perron shoots it. Saved by Stolars. Into the neutral zone. Sanderson waits. Gives it back over then. Jensen feeds it through the zone to Cousins. Stolen back then by Toronto. Holmberg over. Pacioretty's shot goes wide. Stolen back then by Fabian Zetterlund. Kachuk will bank it down low into the zone. Tanev fires it around. 3:50 left here in the overtime. Pacioretty will just dump it down low. Olmark will stop it for Zub. Toronto will get a line change. Cousins to Stützle. Stützle through the zone. Moves it in behind the net. Throws it in front end. He doesn't get enough oomph on that. Leafs pick it up. Marner down the other way. Marner to Nyes. To Matthews. Shoots it wide. Rebound. And a save by Olmark. Throws it around behind the net. Up to the point then. Ekman Larson shoots it down low. Sanderson feeds it up then through the zone. Giroux. Kept out by the Leafs. Marner will feed it back and his teammates will regroup. Puck will slide into the Senators zone. It'll be an icing against Toronto with 3:02 left. Woo! Anybody's heart is like crazy as mine. That was an insane sequence there for the good last 10 minutes, however long. Face off. Won by Ottawa. Kept in. Shabbat banks it down low. Batherson behind the net. Tied up down low by Matthews. Cousins battling forward. It breaks free to Benoit. Simone Benoit down the right side. Banks it off the boards. It's Whew. It's Marner at center ice. Into the zone now. Behind the net, McMahon. McMahon waits. Battling down low in the corner. For Batherson. Clevin rushing the other way for Ottawa. Tyler Clevin moves at a backhand save by Stolars. Puck down low. 2:20 left in the overtime. Sanderson a shot. They score! The Sens survive! Jake Sanderson! And there will be a Game 5! The Senators live to fight another day! The 5th overall pick in 2020, Jake Sanderson, keeps it alive for Ottawa! Woo! Oh my God! The Senators stay alive! Oh. Game 5 in Toronto on Tuesday. Holy crap. Let's watch that replay. Puck down low. 2:20 left in the overtime. Clevin rushing the other way for Ottawa. Oh my God, I didn't even realize it was in at first. Puck down low. 2:20 left in the overtime. Sanderson a shot. They score! The Sens survive! Jake
Oh my
Sanderson!
God.
And there will be a Game 5!
Oh.
The Senators live to fight another day! The 5th overall pick in 2020, Jake Sanderson, keeps it alive for Ottawa! Woo! Oh my God! Okay. All right. I'm going to wrap it up here. We're going to go live. Stay alive! All right, shut up, Nordic. Thank you all for tuning in. There will be a Game 5 on Tuesday. We will be live for that. We will be back for Game 5. I can say that for certain. I'll be back with you guys for the second period of Colorado versus Dallas. Until then, I'm going to take a chill pill here real quick. Set up for the next stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Some phenomenal stuff. And we'll be back for the final one in a couple of minutes.